I still remember the moment it happened. A quiet Sunday morning, sunlight slipping through the blinds, the kind of slow start that makes you forget the world ever hurt you. I was making coffee, humming without meaning to, when I heard a knock at the door. Not urgent, not angry, just familiar. Too familiar. The kind of knock you hear only from someone who used to know the rhythm of your life. I opened the door, and there she was, Emily, my ex-wife. Her hair was slightly curled, the way she used to wear it when she wanted to look softer. Her eyes flicked over my face like she was checking for signs. Signs that I still cared. Signs that I still burned. Signs that I was still broken. I didn't say anything at first. Shock does that to you. My hand tightened on the doorknob, and I tried to mask the little jolt I felt in my chest. But the strange part, it wasn't love. It wasn't longing. It was simply recognition of a chapter long closed. "Hi, Jake," she said, her voice gentle, almost sweet. "Can we talk?" I didn't answer right away. Instead, I stepped aside slowly and let her in. She walked inside with a kind of confidence, the confidence of someone who truly believed she still had a place in my life. She sat on the couch like she'd never left, smoothing the cushion next to her as if she expected me to sit beside her, the same way I used to. "I've been thinking about you," she said. "A lot, actually." I stayed standing. "I didn't expect you to move on so fast," she continued, looking around the living room as if searching for traces of herself. "It's been strange without you." I didn't know what she expected from me. A smile, a confession, a crack in my calm. "You didn't call," I finally said, "not once." She shook her head, her eyes softening with guilt she probably rehearsed. "I made mistakes," she whispered. "I know I hurt you. I know I ruined something good. But Jake, maybe we could talk about us again. Revisit things. Maybe even—" She paused, blinking as if she was fighting tears. "Maybe even start over." Start over. The words hung there like smoke. A year ago, I might have collapsed at those words. Back then, I was broken, waking up to the empty side of the bed, wondering how quickly a marriage could die in someone's heart. Back then, I would have taken any scrap of hope she threw at me. But now it felt like she was talking to a stranger. "Emily," I said quietly. "Why now?" She looked down at her hands. "I guess. I thought you'd still be waiting," she sighed. "You always waited for me." She wasn't wrong. For years, I held on even when she let go. I tried even when she quit. I watered a garden she'd already abandoned, but life has a way of giving you clarity when you least expect it. Before I could respond, I heard footsteps from the hallway, light, soft, familiar. And then she appeared. Lena, my fiancée. She walked into the living room with sleepy eyes and hair messy from the morning. She wore my shirt, the same one she stole every weekend, and her smile was soft, calm, natural. She didn't look startled or jealous or threatened. She simply looked at me, then at Emily, and she understood everything in an instant. "Morning," she said gently, slipping her hand through mine. That one gesture, silent, simple, full of truth, said every word I didn't need to say. Emily's face changed, just a flicker at first. Surprise, then confusion, then something sharper, the realization that she was too late. "You're engaged?" she breathed. I nodded. "She's the reason I healed," I said. "She's the reason I stopped waiting for someone who didn't want to stay." Lena squeezed my hand. I squeezed back. Emily stood slowly, looking around the room like it suddenly belonged to someone she didn't recognize. It did. Every piece of my life did. None of it was hers anymore. "I didn't know," she whispered. "You didn't ask," I replied. Her lips trembled for a moment. "So, that's it? After everything we had?" "We had," I repeated softly, past tense. She swallowed hard, I could see it. The memories flickering across her expression. Our marriage, our arguments, our laughter, the home we once shared. For her, it was a door she thought she could reopen. For me, it was one I had locked long ago. "I'm sorry," she said, voice breaking, "for everything." "I know," I said, "and I hope you find peace, truly." She looked at me one last time, her eyes glistening. Then she turned and walked toward the door. Her steps were slow, not dramatic, not meant to wound me, not meant to change my mind, just quiet acceptance. She opened the door, hesitated, and whispered, "Take care, Jake." "You too." The door closed softly behind her. Silence filled the room again, but this time it wasn't painful. It wasn't heavy. It felt calm, clean, like something had finally settled. Lena turned to me and brushed her thumb over my hand. "Are you okay?" I nodded. "Yeah, for the first time in a long time. Yeah, I am." She smiled and leaned into me, resting her head against my shoulder. The sun warmed the room, the coffee still steamed on the counter, and the day felt new, gentle, and exactly the life I was meant to step into. Sometimes the past knocks on your door to see if you're still the person it broke. And sometimes the most powerful answer is the hand you choose to hold as you walk forward.